So, I think this is a lot of damage. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Cavalcade again. Today we have an upgrade for our free-to-play Elemental Cavalcade deck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out that video, link in the description below. Also be sure to check out our Beginner's Handbook, a collection of free-to-play resources for beginners. There's everything. We have a ton of decks with 0 rares, 0 mythics, and then upgrade guides for each of those decks. We also have draft guides, gold farming guides, tools, tips, just a ton of information that's going to be super relevant to you as a new player. So again, thanks for watching. If you find any value within this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also go ahead and share this video out to a friend. That would be so great, and I thank you kindly. Let's get into it. We're going to take a look at the deck list, talk about some strategy, get into some gameplay footage, and then come full circle with some closing thoughts. Again, thanks for watching. Okay, so our deck starts out with 4 copies of Scorch Spitter. All of our creatures here are elementals. This one is a 1/1, and whenever Scorch Spitter attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. Healer of the Glade, we also have 4 copies of this. This is a 1/2, and when Healer of the Glade enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. We have 4 copies of Cerulean Drake, another 1/1, our only creature that's not an elemental. However, it has flying and protection from red. That's the key weighing factor here that makes it worthwhile. You can also sacrifice the Cerulean Drake, counter target spell that targets you. We have 4 copies of Thunderkin Awakener. This is one of our upgrades to the deck. It's a 2-drop. It's a 1/2 elemental with haste, and whenever he attacks, choose target elemental creature card in your graveyard with toughness less than Thunderkin Awakener's toughness. Return that card to the battlefield tapped and attacking, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. We have 2 copies of Lifegain Druid. This is a 0/3 elemental. You can tap it to add a forest. If you control 4 or more creatures, add 2 forests instead. We have 4 copies of Cavalcade of Calamity. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking, and this is an enchantment card. Moving on to our 3 drops, we have Chandras Spitfire, a 1/3 with flying, an elemental. Whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, Chandras Spitfire gets +3/+0 until end of turn. 4 copies of Risen Reef, a 1/1 elemental. Whenever Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield tapped. If you don't put the card into the battlefield, put it into your hand. So if it's not a land, it comes into your hand. 2 copies of Cavalcade of Flame, another one of our upgrades from the free-to-play version. This is a planeswalker that's going to come into the field with 4 loyalty counters on it. Her 0 ability is put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker you control. She has a second 0 ability of create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the beginning of your next end step. And a -2 ability of you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Moving on to our first and only 4-drop, which we have 4 copies of, Scampering Scorcher. This is a 1/1 elemental for 4, so not very good value there. However, it does redeem itself because whenever Scampering Scorcher enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. Elementals you control gain haste until end of turn. So that's awesome. We have 4 islands, 7 mountains, 5 forests, 2 steam vents, 2 Temple of Epiphanies, 2 Stomping Grounds, 2 Temple of Abundance. And again, we've added some rare lands into this deck to make it a little bit more consistent. So that's our 3rd upgrade. First upgrade is Thunderkin Awakener, 2nd, Cavalcade of Flame, and 3rd is lands. So that's the deck list. Let's take a look at the strategy. Let's take a look at our deck strategy. Again, you can see that it revolves around Cavalcade of Calamity. As soon as I said this card, I know all of you guys just lit up and were like, oh my god, I know that card. So Cavalcade of Calamity is just going to deal massive damage to our opponent. And all of our creatures have 1 strength, or 1 power, I should say. So they're all going to trigger our Cavalcade. Even our Lifegain Druid is a 0/3, and it's less than 1, so it still is going to trigger our Cavalcade. We have the new additions of Thunderkin Awakener and Chandra, which bring in, again, those 1 power creatures. Thunderkin Awakener is really cool because when it attacks, it's going to bring in another creature card with the same toughness. So we're talking Chandras Spitfire, and it's going to come in attacking. So that's incredible. Your Chandras Spitfire is not going to have summoning sickness. It's just going to come in blasting every single turn. And you can also do your Risen Reef if you're looking to draw and ramp with your Thunderkin Awakener. Healer of the Glade if you really need the life, but again, I recommend just ramping and closing the match out sooner than later. Scampering Scorcher, Scampering Scorcher gives everybody haste, which is really good as well. Again, if you've not seen the beginner video, I did highlight all of this and go through it really well without Thunderkin Awakener and without Chandras Spitfire of Flames and without the land if you don't have the rares. So be sure to check that video out to get yourself up to speed to where we are with this deck and where we're going with it. Again, everything focuses around Cavalcade of Calamity. Get Risen Reef out and use all of your small drop elementals to start drawing and ramping to get to your Cavalcade more quickly, right? And then Thunderkin Awakener just saves the day late game, brings back your Spitfire if they've dealt with it, brings back your Risen Reef if they've dealt with it, and then you should just be able to have the Cavalcades out, just keep finding them through all of the ramp and draw and smash your opponent. Scampering Scorcher is great because it gives everybody haste. There's not really much to it, you guys. It's a very basic deck. Cerulean Drake is great. The protection from red can protect you from an Embercleave Annex. So with protection, it's stopping all damage, which is really, really cool. So that includes the trample damage, right? So that's one of the best uncommon cards right now in the best of one meta. So Cerulean Drake is just going to win you games all by itself, and our only non-elemental creature for that sole reason. It's just an absolute house. So my favorite card in the deck is Cerulean Drake. You can add this card into any deck, and it's going to be a great deck after that. So you guys, that is our general strategy. Join the Discord if you have any questions. We're also live on Twitch every morning, 6 a.m. PST if you want to jump in there. Quick reminder to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Hit that bell icon once you do so you make sure to get the notifications when I do an upload. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you for deciding to spend your time and share your attention with me. I am so gracious. Thank you so much. Now let's get into today's gameplay footage, and then we're going to be back for some closing thoughts. Okay, so we're going to toss this hand. I mean, Cavalcade is nice, but are we really going to get in to those two other lands? We'd have to draw perfect lands to get there. By golly, this is good. We're going to toss our island and be so gosh darn greedy with these cards, you guys. Hopefully we pull a land for that Spitfire. That'd be pretty cool. Two Cavalcades. Uh-oh. Okay, mono red. That's not good for us, though. Let's take the Scry. 4 lands is probably too much. He's going right for it. I like to combo Infuriate with Embercleave. Right, nice and slow. Scorch Spitter doesn't really portray a threat to him, so I'm not sure that he's going to deal with it. Yeah, just straight up shocked. I mean, it's good to get it out of the way. Light up the stage. Phoenix Robber. Not good. Yeah, we have to use our 3 mana, and then next turn we can double Cavalcade. So if he doesn't play a land into this Phoenix, we do stand some chance of winning. Plays his Robber. This is good. Robert does have reach, but he's attacking with it. The only play he could have is holding the land in his hand. Right? And then playing the land here, no. I really should... Oh, but this will give everybody haste. Let's just see where this road leads. Right? I think it's a pretty big hit here. Right? Hit for 7. Tying the game up. Pretty sure we have lethal next turn with Scampering Scorcher. He does need to take out my Spitfire. Right? Or defend with his Robber. Or play the Phoenix. All of these work really nicely. Okay, we're down to 9. Let's grab some life. So nice and slow, right? He still can't kill us, so we can get another big hit here where he's forced to defend and kill his Phoenix. Right? There's no way he takes the damage, right? We could be holding a shock for all he knows. So he loses his defender. He can replay it here. He absolutely has to have something to block our Chandras Spitfire. Kind of a grim situation for him. He's going to play his Phoenix again. He's forced to. This time he can kill our Spitfire, though. So, I think this is a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, yeah, that's a good game, you guys. Math is for the blockers. Okay, we go first. We get to scry 2 lands, 2 Scorch Spitters plus a Spitfire. Only looking for our Forest and our Cavalcade. Scampering Scorcher is good, but not great. We need the land instead, right? Don't take a 4-drop on 2 lands. Uh-oh. 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 If we can get that turn 3 drop for our Chandras Spitfire, we're laughing. Lucky Clover. Oh my god. Woo! So, here go, bro. You know, like, Lucky Clover, Brazen Borers, Petty Theft would really screw with us. But, whatever. Hopefully we see something played. Maybe, a Love-Struck Beast, something in this direction would be cool for us. Here comes the Brazen Borrower. Maybe not. Ooh! So this is just like incredible power. He needs a Brazen Borer to double bounce. And if I were him, I would have done it before the attack phase and got the Scorch Spitter and saved a damage. Or 2, actually. But, yeah. That's turn 4, 16-3. I'm sure he's got something to deal with it. He thinks it's a great play, but we're not too concerned. He does get the 5/5 out as well. And we're just missing the land. right? Let's just try to grind it out. He could have a Bone Crusher Giant, in which point we really want to flex and get that Scorch Spitter damage in now while we can. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. And then 5, 6 confirmed next turn. If we pull a Scampering Scorcher, we win. He's also in a position where he doesn't really want to attack. Really? Wow. Like, I'm not concerned with that. That's one less defender. Oh, nice. All the 1/1s. That's hot. So that's not the land we need. Let's do what we can, right? We're 1 damage off. We'll get it next turn. Could have already had the kill if we had a force for our Risen Reef. Again, just a Scampering Scorcher off the top. And we win. Okay, Love Struck Beast, sure. Gets to draw. Trying to avoid Brazen Borrower. It would have been cool to play our Risen Reefs, I'll admit. Definitely. We're trying our best though, right? And he goes all out again, really, hitting us for 7. Down to 8. Needs a Borrower. I think he's got it. He must, yeah. Nice play on him. So luckily we can recast our Cerulean Drake. Right? He gets a heavy hit here, actually, so if he plays his Borrower, he's gonna win. Again, tough luck for us. We had a good start, but just choked on land. Or the correct land, I suppose. He's got it. All he needs to do is double attack, play his Borrower to block. At which point I'm forced to pull a Scampering Scorcher. Right? Something with haste. Like I say, it doesn't seem like a hard equation for me. He does play without flash, which is fine. Picking the draw this way, right? And then maybe he gets access to play that card. Just more Love Struck Beasts. Probably trying to draw another Brazen Borrower as well. Petty Theft is beyond broken. Still punished. Come on, Scampering Scorcher. Actually, no. All we need is our Spitfire to attack, and the Cavalcade damage will trigger it. Right? We don't even have to get the damage through. We can block and we still win. Boom! 2 in a row in Mythic, boys. Okay, you guys, we go first. Are we gonna box ourselves in with Risen Reef like we did last time? I don't know. I'm willing to test it, though. I'm hoping and envisioning that we're scrying a forest here. Forest. Scampering Scorcher, or sorry, Chandras Spitfire is nothing without Cavalcade, or your those little dudes. What do you call them? The little lizards that hit for 1. Scorchfire Spitter, or I don't even know. Having one of those moments, you guys.
Chandra, you need more control. Say hi to my fiery friends.
We need a forest. Is our land balanced wrong? Pretty sure I've got forests. Scorch Spitter, yeah, okay. That's its name, thank you. Okay, we get it. It's slow, but we get it.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Down to 14, that's not bad. Bant. Hopefully no counter.
Don't worry, I brought company.
We can play that Cavalcade. Oh my god. Pretty cool combo, you guys. It works great. Like, I don't know why people have been so focused on mono red Cavalcade. It's all about Temer Elemental Cavalcade. It's good. Deputy probably take our Cavalcade. Taking our Chandra. That's fine. We had one more land. That'd be so broken. Oh, actually we did not want to do that. We wanted to go Scorcher and then something else. That's on us. Oh well. Oh well. Let's play life here. Oh, it still comes in tapped. What am I thinking? So, yeah, he's on 1 turn timer. He needs to shatter the sky. Which gives us our Chandra back and keeps Cavalcade on the field. So, that would be also not a great play for him. Especially when we're holding a Scampering Scorcher in our hand. It's a fairy can bounce Cavalcade, but doesn't do anything. He needs to bounce our Scorch Spitter. Meh.
I have a plan.
Pays life for land for a Knight of Autumn to destroy our Cavalcade. Hey man, that's fine. Totally okay. Let's play... We have no things to play from our graveyard. Thunderkin Awakener is our most favorite card. So we have 3 mana left to play. Only one of them, no, 2 of them can be. Right, just unlimited value. We could go in so many different ways. Even just putting this Cavalcade on wins, like... Yeah. Just digging for a Cavalcade. 3 in a row, you guys. It's pretty easy. Alright, you guys. 3 in a row, and we've come up against top 1000. We've got our forest. We've got our turn 1. This could be okay. Let's pray. Looking for our 3rd land first. We don't want to get too greedy, right? The Healer of the Glade gains us life and can defend against the Scorch Spitter. Okay, Steamkin. Let's do our Risen Reef. I don't see him blocking. I just don't see it. Maybe he trades Scorch Spitter for Scorch Spitter, but I just don't see it. That's a nice bluff. That's his 3rd land. Hopefully no Annex. Hopefully no Bone Crusher Giant. Just a shock. Bummer. 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 Fervent Champion. Okay. Into a secondary Scorch Spitter. Ouch. And he's got a huge Steamkin. But he goes all in. Wow. Does he have another 1-drop in his hand? Or is that wasted mana? That's incredible. This is gonna be weird. He does decide to trade. So we drop 2. Hopefully he goes all in. He doesn't defend. He does. Oh, he gets a nice draw. He's at 13. I think we do 9. Right? That's a good drop. So do 1, 2, 3, like, it's not enough. Falling short, and then he can kill us. Let's keep 1 defender. Hopefully he kills our Scampering Scorcher, and we can bring it back with our Thunderkin Awakener. That's got to be it. He kills our blocker. That's not good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're dead. That was close, and we almost got it, you guys. We had him next turn. Alright, you guys. That is Elemental Cavalcade free-to-play upgrade intermediate version. Be sure to check out our beginner's handbook if you're interested in the beginner version or the expert version, along with countless other free-to-play decks and upgrade decks, plus just unlimited other resources, you guys. We've got it all covered there. Everything from limited to standard, brawl, it's all happening. It's all there. You can also check out our Discord for our community page. We have a ton of contests and giveaways, like over $3,000 in stuff we're giving out, so don't miss out on that, you guys. No joke. We just gave out 40,000 gems the other day, and we still have 440,000 left to give out. So do not miss out, you guys. It's my way of sharing and giving back to all of you who've chosen to support me. Honestly, it's got to be a symbiotic relationship. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, right? And yeah, same time, same place tomorrow, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch. Jump in the Discord, subscribe to YouTube, hit the bell, share it to all your friends. Make me like Agent Smith in the Matrix. I just want to jab my hand into the YouTube algorithm, right? Okay, guys, thanks for watching. We'll check you all out tomorrow. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.